Namo Venkateshaya. Tirupati Balaji Temple is one of the most popular culture destination in India, located on the 7 peaks of Tirumala Hills in Andhra Pradesh. It's world's largest Hindu temple. Hello and welcome in BB News International. Today we have with us a very special top leader of YCP, a vibrant and dynamic leader, Shri Y.B. Subbareddy, Chairman TTD, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, which manages the affairs of the board temple.
Om Namo Venkateshaya.
Thank you, sir, for joining in BB News International. Since you have joined as a TTD board chairman, what are the major challenges and hurdles you have to overcome?
After our government came into power, our Honorable Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy has entrusted me with this responsibility. He has given me the opportunity to serve the holy living God of our Hindus. Because it is such a holy place in the entire world. This is the only Hindu temple which caters to the needs of crores of devotees, comes from all over the world. It's a great opportunity is given. There are many challenges.
Please elaborate the major challenge you have to overcome.
Yes, there was the system in the earlier government, earlier rulers. They have established a parallel system for providing a quick darshan to devotees by taking them into various means. That means, that is what called Dalari Vyavastha. That means some broker system was prevailing. So our Chief Minister has given me the instructions to abolish everything. No broker, no Dalari should be there on the...
You created a standard operating procedure, a system.
Yes, we have established a new system. No Dalari, no broker is not a single person is available on the holy hills. And as per the instructions of our Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy, we are giving top priority to the ordinary devotee who comes from all the way from different places, all over the country, all over the world. So he can simply walk in and have darshan within just, I'm talking about in the before COVID, pre-COVID, within 3-4 hours maximum. Earlier they used to wait for almost 14, 15, 16 hours, even 20 hours to have the ordinary devotee to have darshan. Now anybody, whether it is a VIP or somebody else coming from some corner of the country or some corner of the world, they can simply come and have darshan within maximum 4-5 hours. That is the system we have established after our government came into power. And after I took over charge as TTD board chairman. That is a major change.
It's great, really great.
That is a major change you brought in. And next, there are so many reforms we are trying to bring in still. And you have made also already, you have made so many changes.
Could you please share about the temple's achievements?
To create better facilities and to create a better environment on the holy hills. For example, we have totally banned using of plastic on the hills to protect the environment.
Environment. That's a great initiative.
It's 1 year, 3 months now we are managing. But no devotee is having any problem of drinking water. We are providing wherever drinking water is needed. We are providing for devotees on the spot with missions and water filters, and we have almost 100 water filter points on Tirumala.
That's starting to the top.
Top. No, on the hills I am talking.
The entire hills?
Entire hills. Not in the en route. On the hills itself. En route, of course, we have many spots where they can have the drinking water, and even washrooms are available and all those things. That is a major change you brought in. And another major change you brought in, giving prasadams. Whoever comes here in Tirumala, that is the practice and that is the established this thing. They will have the laddu as Swami's prasadam. That they have to buy. Each laddu is costing almost 50 rupees, 25 rupees, 50 rupees, two varieties. Nowadays, we have given, every devotee will have a free laddu. Every devotee. Ordinary devotee who comes and go and have darshan, and while coming he can have a one laddu.
One laddu complimentary,
Not complimentary, as prasadam. As prasadam.
which earlier government didn't do.
Earlier they used to buy. Even now they can buy. If they want more than one, they will go and buy in the counters any numbers.
I think in one pass you give one laddu as of 50 rupees. I think you get it.
One laddu we are giving.
What has been TTD scheme mantra after a year of lockdown? It has been a very challenging when in the month of March.
Last year 2020, March 22nd, country has, they have declared Government of India as lockdown from 22nd I think so. But we have started asking devotees not to come from March 18th onwards. And we have taken all the precautions much before the lockdown is announced, so that this is a holy place. You have to protect each devotee. His health is more important. After all, he is coming here to have the blessings of Balaji, to live long, and to save the entire his family and well-wishers, friends and everybody. And you should not get affected with this corona. That's why we have stopped asking, and we have asked devotees not to come for darshan till normal situation comes from 18th March onwards. And we have followed the lockdown norms till June 8th or June 10th, I think. They have lifted lockdown sometime in. Then we started allowing, earlier pre-COVID conditions, we used to have almost every day 70 to 80,000 devotees for darshan, including everybody, VIPs, ordinary devotees, old age people, all these people. Of course, Saturday, Sunday, you used to have almost 1 lakh devotees.
On weekends.
Weekends. Not weekends, like Saturday happened to be the very auspicious day for Lord Balaji.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Like that. We started after lockdown is lifted sometime June 8th or something. I forgot the date exactly. We started allowing 5,000 devotees per day.
Through online booking.
Through online booking. That 5,000 also, we have given clear instructions to follow the COVID norms. Whatever norms fixed by the Government of India and Government of Andhra Pradesh, and using of masks, using of sanitizers, and maintaining of 2 meters distance. With that, we have started 5,000 devotees, and no Arjit Sevas are allowed. But today, we have reached, by following all these things, we have reached for almost 50,000+ devotees we are taking. And no devotee is allowed without online booking facility to the hills. They can come and stay in Tirupati and book at least from here, because rural people, they don't know how to book online and all those things. For those people, we have already made some arrangements. They can come to Tirupati. At Alipiri gate, we have some counters. They can go and book there. Maybe they have to wait 1 or half day or 1 day or 2 days. They can come and have. For them, they need not go anywhere. We have our own chowdhuries, Srinivasam, all the places are, they can stay there. And of course, ordinary devotees, only to reach here they have to spend. From here, everything Balaji will take care, Lord Venkateswara will take care. We provide them prasadam, anna prasadam, free accommodation and free darshan, everything we takes care.
That's really interesting. And how do you pursue union government to treat TTD work, staff as a frontline warriors?
In the beginning, I told you, after lockdown is lifted, we have started initially with 5,000 people. First 1.5 months, we have faced a lot of problems. Even our priests, almost 16 people out of close to 50 people are there, main priests. Out of 15, almost close to 20 people, I think 16, 18 people have got affected with corona. And with God's grace, almost everybody got treated, and we have provided them best medical facilities. And even employees, treated employees, we have almost 20,000 plus employees, including the people working in our institutions, educational institutions, hospitals. We run number of hospitals and educational institutions, old age homes, orphanage. So that is the reason even our employees, I think, or 1 or 2 employees and old age priests, about 1 or 2 people have also passed away during that time. Of course,
Very
we
sad,
have taken
yeah.
care of. So that is the reason, after number of devotees coming in here has been increased. So immediately after the vaccination has started, a month back itself, we have written to our government, Andhra Pradesh government, to our Honorable Chief Minister, Jagan Mohan Reddy, and the central government also, to allow the TTD employees and priests to have the vaccination facility. And they are kind enough, both state and central government, they have accorded the permission. Accordingly, for last almost 20 days, more than 20 days, I think we have started giving vaccination to our employees in a batches manner. And those who are taking, they are feeling happy, and they are working more devotionally, because they will not have the fear of getting it. Of course, still they are following all the norms.
Following protocols.
Protocols they are following, using of masks, sanitizers, all those protocols, still they are following.
One of your MP requested the center to exempt, and you also have written to to exempt GST. TTD is paying around 120 crore every year on GST, and as a result, it's just getting 9 crore input. So
It's a big, I don't say loss, revenue, because it is not a profit making organization.
exactly.
It is a holy place. We are all here to serve God, and devotees. To serve God means you have to serve the devotees. We are making all these facilities, we are making all these arrangements for the sake of devotees only. That is the reason we have requested many times Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. I met her almost 2-3 times earlier also, to give on 2-3 occasions, and requested her to give us exemption from GST, and also requested her we have the almost 50 crores worth of old notes before the demonetization. They have banned, they have abolished all this fund
You mean demonetization?
demonetization, old notes. That is also I have requested, because this sentiment is involved here. I can't tear it, because devotees have come and put in the hundi. I can't tear it off, or I can't simply throw away. It's having a lot of sentimental value.
Any assurance you got from Finance Ministry?
I have requested many times. They said it is not possible to take the old notes. As far as GST is concerned, I requested her specially. They said they will look into this and put before the GST Council meeting. But so far it is almost more than a year. Nothing has happened. That is the reason recently our MP has raised in the Parliament also.
TTD's mechanism of safeguarding its temple using modern technologies and advancement.
Yeah, we are following all the norms. Security aspect, we take utmost care, because as I told you earlier, this is the world's largest holy temple, Hindu temple. So we can't take
Special
risk
protection
at any
force.
point. That's why all the places in Tirumala, we have the CC cameras, we have security people, 24/7. We have a special protection force also, SPF force is there, given by our Andhra Pradesh government. Yeah, for our temples.
How many police personnel are deployed in the entire TTD?
Almost, I think, close to 2,000.
So during this recent board meeting, you have approved around rupees 2,937 crore. Any major focus this year? Any major focus in your budget?
Not exactly in major focus, I can say, because of the COVID conditions are still prevailing. We have decided to create the better facilities. No bar on costing how much you are spending. You have to create better facility to have the devotees to come safely, to follow the all protocols of COVID, and we are trying to create better facilities not only for devotees. There on the hills also, we have taken some major decisions to provide better accommodation. For accommodation, we are going to spend modernization of all old
You're going to renovation.
renovation and building of some new cottages and
If
building
I'm,
of
if I'm
new
asked how many cottages are coming up in this year?
Not numbers, we go by rooms. Maybe one building will have 10 rooms. In one building, Chowdhuries, we will have 100, 200 rooms. Like that, we will, wherever, because place is constant there. According to the central government NGC, National Green Tribunal, NGT, we can't build high-rising buildings and you can't create concrete jungle there. So that's why we have with limited restrictions and we are following all the norms and creating best facilities. Among all the things, we have taken major decision to build some accommodation for at Tirupati, Alipiri itself, so that we want to have a better facilities here so that it will not get crowded on Tirumala.
That's a big news. That's a big news. So how many cottages and rooms are you coming at Alipuri?
Plans are under process. I think we are planning to have almost close to 1,000 to 2,000 rooms here. So that our idea is to ask devotees to stay downstairs and go around temples we have in Tirupati itself and book the slot there itself. At whatever the slot time they have been allotted, they can go and have darshan and come back within 2-3 hours. That is the type of accommodation we are providing so that they can spend some time here. And here they can go for other temples and we are planning to have some meditation centers, yoga centers.
At Alipuri?
At Alipiri, near Alipiri.
After you took over as a TTD chairman, the big laddus and the vadas are now being served to general devotees as well. I mean, outside the laddu counter, outer laddu counter. So you have taken any special initiative?
As I already mentioned earlier, we are giving free laddu for devotees. That is a major change you brought in. Otherwise, for laddu sake, they have to go and stand in queue to buy. Now, after the darshan, each devotee is getting one free laddu.
Yesterday I went to a darshan and I got that free laddu.
You got the free laddu?
Yeah, I got a free laddu.
That is the best thing. And of course, vadas and laddus, as many they want, they can buy in the counters.
Is there any new way or system you want to create? Because the moment the devotees embark on the temple, they see they want to have a very good vision. I mean, so any special plans this after you took over? You want to create a line or something?
Queue lines are there. You can do some changes outside the Mahaprakaram. Inside the Prakaram, you can't do any changes. They have to follow the procedure, whatever is there from initial days onwards. Same procedure you have to follow. Outside, you are making some changes to create better facility. You will provide all the devotees who are coming in the queue lines. We will give drinking water, feeding, we will give free breakfast, free lunch, whatever they want. We will provide them. But inside the Mahaprakaram, at the main temple, we can't make any changes. Whatever the system you are following, you have to follow. That's it.
Finally, any message to your foreign devotees?
Whoever want to have darshan, they can come freely and book on slot. As per as the COVID protocols are there, they have to follow that during that time. Otherwise, in the normal course, they can come and have darshan. If they want to climb, they can climb by foot, or they can come by bus or by car, and straight away they can walk into queue line and have darshan and come back within maximum 3-4 hours. That is the better environment you are created. And as per the hills, Tirumala hills are concerned, we are trying to protect, I told you, to protect the environment you are taking major changes. One more major change, our Chief Minister has given permission to us to go for electric buses.
electric buses?
Almost, see, per day, in the normal course we get, I told you, about 70,000 people. Out of 70,000 devotees, almost 20 to 25,000 devotees, they will come by foot, walk. Balance 50,000 people, they have to come by buses, cars, whatever vehicles. So it's creating a lot of impact on the environment because emission.
True.
Because they will, with full load of bus, they have to climb. It is not ordinary road, no, it is a ghat section. They have to climb. So lot of emission is there. Because of that emission, we are not able to protect.
So when are you introducing these electric vehicles?
We are, our government, our state government has taken a decision to go for electric buses as per as Tirumala is concerned. So I think they are in the process of calling tender.
Are you doing any collaboration with any
No,
major
no,
company
no.
for
We
this?
are entrusted, our Chief Minister has entrusted that job to our APSRTC Corporation, Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation. They are in the process of finalizing tenders with the electric buses manufacturers. I think maybe in another 1 or 2 months, we will start operating electric buses initially. And moreover, this is for the sake of passenger traveling from Tirupati to Tirumala. For the passengers, we have some on Tirumala, devotees on Tirumala. If they want to go to temple and areas, we have some free shuttle buses there about.
For sightseeing?
Not exactly sightseeing, yeah, to go around on the hills. We have about 15-20 diesel operated buses now. Those buses also, those buses are operating on free of cost. We don't charge any from devotees. Those buses also we are going to replace with electric buses.
That's a major achievement. Thank you, Shri Y.B. Subba Reddy ji, for taking time and giving us an exclusive interview in BB News International. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Om Namo Venkateshaya.
Om Namo Venkateshaya. Thank you. God bless you.